Aye, we give you the facts. It's not what you think. Popeye Newsling, Young King, 1 yard, bless.
Good morning, Popeye. Grandma watch Popeyes every morning and every night.
Hi, good evening everyone. Sorry about that. Just waiting on a few more persons to join so I could continue or begin. So a lot of persons are asking when the memorial service is gonna be. We haven't set a date just yet, so that's the reason why that information has not been relayed to anyone, because we have not yet set a date for that. I still want to say to everyone that has been reaching out to us via Facebook, Messenger, WhatsApp, phone calls, even persons that have not been communicating via phone but still in your prayers, we are very much grateful and just ask that you continue to support us by praying for us and, giving us the strength, because prayer has no distance. So just giving us the strength to pull through such a very difficult time. Hey sis. So guys, as you saw on the description, we have a lot of questions that we would like to ask, and it's very unfortunate and very sad that the only time that we get answer is when we come on this platform. It is very much disturbing, and it is very much troubling that the only time that we get answer from anybody or anyone seems to care whether or not they're faking it is when we come on this platform, right? And to be honest, if this is the way that we're gonna get answers, and if this is the way that persons are gonna reach out to us and let us know what's going on, then so be it, right? So be it. It just has to be what it is, and we can't change that, but it's very unfortunate, very, very unfortunate. So I just want to say that a lot has been going on. When I say a lot has been going on, I mean a lot has been going on. I am very much disappointed in, well, everybody must know this by now, in this country and its justice system. And what is so troubling to me is that this is not the first, and it is very sad that unfortunately it won't be the last, because Jamaica is how Jamaica is, and if you're not from a certain caliber, if you're not from a certain background, if you don't have an affluent background, then no one sees you, no one hears what you have to say, and pretty much no one cares. It's just the bottom line, right? Now, I want you guys to help me out, because it seems as if me and my family are probably processing this too much, and I would like for everyone to help me out, right? Because some things just not seem right and something just not adding up. And as I said, no one has been communicating with us, and the only way we're gonna get answers is if we come on this platform, right? Sam, I don't know if you plan to leave Canada. Based on my understanding, that man is probably going by a different name thanks to the Jamaica Constabulary Force. I don't have any idea or a clue if he's planning on leaving. So, guys, on the 25th of May was when the remains were found in the country, right? Up Bella's Gate, where this man come from, right? Remember, when I went to the Spanish Town Hospital with the police and the detective and whomever, First thing first throw off was the fact that they left the tarpaulin, and I'm doing this, guys, because we can't wait any longer. It is what it is. My sister is dead. She's not coming back. My nieces and my nephew are out there somewhere in danger, and nobody seems to care but the family. And we know for sure that the Jamaica Constabulary Force does not care, right? So I'm just doing this because me need somebody to reason this with me, and me need somebody to give me an insight on if we're thinking too much or if we're processing this too much, because it's not rocket science. You understand me? It's a clear-cut case, but yet still it is so complicated, and so many questions have gone unanswered, which is clear as day. So I'm doing this because I need persons to understand that this is not about us being quiet. This is not about us being afraid. It is about us giving the justice system to do what it promises that it would have done, and times and time again they have failed us. You understand? But yet still we still, with the little faith we have and the little hope that we have, still hold on to it, and yet still nothing. We feel used, we feel stupid, and they're just carrying us around in circles. Every day it's a different story. No one can give you a straightforward answer. It's just different story on top of different story, and we're just tired. At this point, we're just tired. I mean, me just tired at this point. And me just need to know what else to do moving forward, because I am not going to waste my time and call anybody from the Jamaica Constabulary Force to ask them anything that is going on. I am not going to waste any more of my time. From the 6th of January, this family has been wasting time, and it has gone to deaf ears. No one cares. You understand? They are just faking as if, oh, we understand and we sympathize and we empathize. Bull. It's foolishness, and we're just tired. We're at our breaking point, and we're just sick and tired of this. You understand me? It's not like we cannot do what other persons are doing as it relates to getting a lawyer involved. You understand me? That is something that can be done, but we're saying, listen, give them the time for do what them for do, and allow them to do them job. And it has given us nothing. It has given us absolutely nothing. We feel hopeless. As my sister said, we feel hopeless. You understand? So on the 25th of May was when the remains were found. Right? My grandmother was 100% sure that when she saw the clothing, it was that of my sister. No, my grandmother, everybody will know my grandmother, know that she is all about me and my sister, and I know right now her brain is messed up. She's not thinking straight about a lot of things, so I did not want to just take her words for it. When I saw the clothing myself at the Spanish Town Hospital, I knew it was her, because I could only see Chantel in the clothes. Right? Mark you, they left the tarpaulin at the scene of crime. Right? And I would like, I'm going to put that down, because I would like for the Jamaica Constabulary Force to answer to us, right? Why is it that the tarpaulin was left at the scene of crime for an investigator to pick it up? So why was the tarpaulin left there? Who is gonna answer to that? Because I don't feel like say we are idiots, you know. I don't feel like say we are idiots and we not get legal advice. You understand me? We not worry about the lawsuit from the wrong person. You understand? We not worry about the lawsuit from the wrong person. So I want somebody to answer to why was the tarpaulin left at the scene of crime. And my first question that. Second to that, they had called my mom stating that they needed a DNA sample. That was on the 10th of June. The remains were found on the 25th of May. They stated that they needed a DNA sample from my mother on the 10th of June. Right? No. That was done on the 4th of July. A second DNA sample was taken on the 4th of July. That was when my mother, not trusting the police, had to leave all the way out of her country to meet them at a spot because she did not trust them. You understand me? She could not be an comfortable enough citizen to say, okay, listen, meet me right here. She had to go out of her country to say, out of her parish to say, meet me XY, because she does not trust the justice system. That was done on the 4th of July. On the 29th of July, a Friday, was when they called us stating that the DNA has been confirmed, that it is that of my sister, right? So, okay, all right then. We had a meeting on the 31st of July. The meeting was basically to give us some information on what is going on, if there's any updates, and what will be done moving forward. Now, it has gone from a missing person case, obviously, to a homicide, right? Or a murder investigation. So, because of that, they called us in for a meeting, just giving us an update and stuff like that, and that was done on the 31st of July. Now, they made mention that the remains would be handed over to us on the 2nd of August, being that Monday would have been, holiday, because you cannot do anything on a public holiday. So because of that, it would have been handed over to us on the 2nd of August. Right? Now, we're there waiting for the 2nd to come, you understand, trying to condition our mind, trying to, get ourselves in the mind frame that, it is something that has to be done, and it's going to be very rough, it's going to be difficult, but we have to do it. We have to do it. At the end of the day, we have to do it. They made a phone call to us stating that the pathologist has to do a second visit because they need to determine cause of death. Now, remember, it's only one head skull and 2 pieces of bone, right? And the pathologist needs to revisit to determine the cause of death, right? So I am saying to myself, the pathologist was there that did the autopsy, and the DNA was done at the same time as well. What is it that the pathologist is going to be doing after, right, that was not done before? Is it that there's additional pieces that was found? Is it that there's additional work that has to be done? What is it that the pathologist is going to do now that was not done before in order to ascertain the cause of death, right? Now, their exact words were they need up to an additional 7 days in order for that to be done. So we say, well, wait again. Right? Wait again. We have to wait again. It don't confirm. You understand me? We don't get the result, but yet still we have to wait again. So, all right, we have to wait. No. Waiting. On the 8th of August, we got a phone call stating that Shane has interest in the remains. Not gonna lie, it tip we off real bad, because we're saying, is enough not enough for you? Shane, is enough not enough? You kill her, you left dog for Nyamar, but enough isn't enough. What interest you have in remains? So you can't go take it for do where you all sort of evil. So you can't take it for go join your cult and your lodge where you're in and for go do all manner of evil. Is enough not enough for you? So it tip we off real bad. You understand me? It reached a point where I say, listen, that will never happen under my dead body. Shane will not get my sister remains. I'm gonna ask Christ. You understand? Because enough is enough, and I care zero what paper say about husband, and I care zero what paper say about legal rights and whatever. Enough is enough, and under my dead body, you not get my sister remains. Right? So at the end of the day, we were still concerned about it, because the fact that it came to our attention, it means that it is something that is being thought about, it is something that is being processed, and it has a possibility, right? So it scared we off as well as tip we off real bad. Now, on the 17th of August, that was the 8th, when he said that he has interest in the remains and all of that. On the 17th of August, was when they called my mom to say, well, the decision was made and the remains will be handed over to her, right? So got a relief, not gonna lie. It was a very relieving information or news that we got, because it had us at a point, not gonna lie. So it was very, very much relieving for us to get that information that it's gonna be handed over to us, and we just prepare ourselves to go and receive it. Now, when my mom went to the funeral home, as a matter of fact, my mom had to get escort, because this is a Jamaica Constabulary force that we're dealing with that has been making this case so complicated and so difficult when it doesn't need to be. So because of that, we were very, very much edgy, and we don't trust any of them. So because of that, we had to get bodyguard to say, you know what, just to ensure that you're safe and just to ensure that everything goes accordingly, let's ensure that, you know, this is put in place. When my mom went to the funeral home, that was Morgan's, they said that she owes $100,000 for the storage fee. So my mommy called me and she said she owe $100,000 for the storage fee. And I said, storage fee for what? She said they're saying that the remains were handed over a couple weeks back. So because of that, the days are adding up. So my mom and dad were saying we're not going to pay that because remember, we were told that the pathologist has to revisit to determine cause of death. It was not handed over to us at this point. It was not our property at this point. So we're not going to pay a dime for no storage fee. You understand? And then my mom and I said, listen, if it is that you're going to charge us from the night that you called to this morning when we pick it up, that is absolutely fine. But we're not going to pay $100,000 for no storage fee when the remains were not handed over to us. And as far as we're concerned, it was not our property. Right? So, and I would agree with Morgan's. They stated that they need to know who is going to be responsible before handing over the remains. And I agree with them 100%. Right? Because no, me need to know how me gonna get my money. So I don't blame them 100%. I don't blame them any at all. So we're there. My mom was there, edgy, give her paper for sign. She signed paper, did it edgy, all the works. Then they stated that she would have to come back because they're going to go in a meeting and a decision has to be made on who is going to be responsible to pay the money. So my mom left and she came back home and whatever. Now, the following day, she got a phone call to state that she should prepare herself to go and get the remains because it's going to be handed over to her. My mom sat down, she wait. Nobody don't call her. She made a phone call and they said that they're still awaiting confirmation for her to leave so that she can go and get the remains, right? Up until now, that confirmation has not come across to us, and this is from the 19th of August. From the 19th of August, they are awaiting confirmation for the remains to be handed over to us, and up until now, we have made phone calls. One party did not answer. The other party answered to say that it is out of their hands. So my question is, if it is not in the hands of the JCF, whose hands is it in? You understand me? Because you're going to say it is out of your hands. So whose hand is it in? We can't understand. We no fathom what one, because you've been dealing with this for such a long time. You understand me? And now it is out of your hands. So whose hands is it in? The story is not adding up. The story is not adding up, and it does not make any sense. And there are so many loopholes. There is so many loopholes, and no one seemed to care. No one seemed to understand what this family are going through and what they put this family through. You understand me? All they're doing is bringing us around in circles. You understand? All they're doing is bringing us around in circles because no one is saying anything to us. We're just getting bits and pieces of information. We're sitting down waiting, and no one is reaching out to say, okay, this is the latest, this is what's going to happen, and this is what we're going to be doing moving forward. No one has came across to us and given us that information, right? Now, I want to add something. My mom called a particular police, and remember, I know the remains was at the Morgan's funeral home, right? When my mom called this police officer for him to hand the remains over to us, he stated that my mom should meet him at Archer's funeral home, right? So my mom said, Archer's? He says, yes. My mom says, Archer's funeral home? I think it was Morgan's. His exact words were, Miss Archer's. So, yeah, the police are used to Archer's, so why not go to Archer's? And I feel like it was a setup. Because You are the police, you are the investigator, you have the documents to know where the remains were or where the remains are. You not gonna make no mistake and tell me to go somewhere where I am not supposed to go. So again, me gonna ask the police officer there, what was the plan? What was the plan? Why did you want my mother to go to the Archer's funeral home instead of Morgan's? Because you know damn well that it was not at Archer's, it was at Morgan's, because you have the paperwork. You have the paperwork. So what was the intention? Why you wanted her to go to Archer's? Right? Me that like you for answer that. And what was the attitude about? You understand me? You were so unprofessional. My mother is a grieving mother, and I can say grieving now, unlike Shane that was grieving 2 days after my sister went missing. I can now say grieving because it's true and in fact that my sister is dead. My mother is grieving. My mother is torn into a million pieces. You understand me? Yes, she's gonna be upset. Yes, she's gonna be mad because she's a broken mother and she's a broken woman. You had no remorse whatsoever. All your concern was, you know, like funeral home because that's where your wife was. Sir, if you need time off from the job, talk to your superior and get some time off if you're not ready for the work, because you have no clue what empathy and sympathy is about being in the JCF. Absolutely no clue. And you have no professionalism. No professionalism whatsoever. You understand me? But we know say Shane and all of them people here is all friends, and them never get the result that they wanted. Because take it from me, if it were Shane, the 100,000 that they would appear already, and who forget get and who no forget get. But listen, me and my family not gonna pay money where we're not supposed to pay. You understand me? And we not pay $1 for no storage fee when the remains were not given to us. We are not fool. We are not fools. You understand? We are not fools. I'm not gonna pay $1 for storage fee when this was not handed over to us. It was not our property. What exactly are we paying for? What exactly are we paying for? At this point, I need some legal advice, and I don't need nobody from Jamaica. So if there's anyone out there that knows someone internationally or someone overseas that can assist us, I would really appreciate it, because we are done giving the JCF time to pretty up this and to cover this up. There are so many loopholes, and up until this point there has been loopholes, and more loopholes are coming. More loopholes are coming, because I can't fathom how it is that the remains were to be handed over from the 2nd of August, and it is practically September now, and up until now we haven't gotten it. What's the hold up? What is the hold up? What's the hold up? We would like to know what is the hold up and what is causing the delay. It was supposed to be handed over. If we had paid that $100,000, we'd have gotten it a long time ago. But because we're not gonna be no puppet for your miss up, and we're not gonna do no work, and we're not gonna make you look like you are professionals when you're not. You understand me? Because all the JCF is legal criminals. That's all they are. You see the gunman them a walk up on road and a kill off people and have gun. They are illegal, but the JCF, they are licensed criminals. You understand me? That's all they are, licensed criminals. That's all that they are, nothing else. No professionalism, you understand me? No empathy, no sympathy. Everybody's just for them own. And oh, me I gonna get one night's dinner, and me I gonna get a week's dinner, and oh, I'm a brethren this, me can get something off of him. Nobody cares about what this family I go through, because them can get a night's dinner. Nobody cares about how much it has been heartbreaking from the 6th of January till now. Nobody cares about that. You understand me? Uno low it up to the point where this man gone to Canada with all of my nieces and my nephew. Me not understand how him have this freedom to even travel out of the country, and that is another question uno have to go answer to, because if you don't feel like say we are play with uno, me tell you already, I'm gonna say this again, uno worry about the lawsuit from the wrong person, because this will never happen to Antoinette's family in Jamaica. Me I tell you no, uno too sickening. This will never happen to another family in Jamaica. Uno say we sit down and we quiet and we are nod we head and we are going like say we fool, we just are going the time to think on ourselves. And uno been sinking. You understand me? Uno been sinking. Chantel don't deserve this. Chantel don't deserve this. Anybody when know Chantel knows say Chantel she not even talk to people. She don't deserve this. When this policeman drive off out of Morgan's funeral home with the documents, my mother almost fainted. Because she has said, Jesus Christ, me I wait so long and then me have to go wait again, and then when me want me not get in. They don't care. All they've been doing is bringing us around in circles, as if say Chantel now no family, and because the family now pay off nobody. You understand me? They don't care. They don't care. We are going to pay the right people. Because if you don't feel like say una do this to next family in Jamaica, mark my words, it will not happen. Una too sickening. And una sit down there and talk about una afraid of lawsuit, and una worry about lawsuit from the wrong person. You understand me? Una worry about lawsuit from the wrong person. Nobody can account to my 4 nieces and nephew. This man been needed to be listed as a prime suspect. For the love of Christ, this man are the last person where see my sister. This man are the person where drop her off. This man are the one where her husband. This man are the one where abuse her. And this man are the one where him story now add up. What in heaven's green earth what more you need? What more do you need? What more do you need? Me can't fathom it. Me cannot understand what more you need. You feel like say people now have blood run through them veins, or people can be sick and tired too? What more you need? You understand me? When me said to the policeman, say, look here, check the surveillance camera. Find out when I left the house. Find out what time she left the house. No. Me go back and me say, me take up it for myself, go down at the Old Harbour toll. Just to find out if this man come through the toll for true. I am not a police. Of course, they're not going to give me that information. Me relay the information to the police. Me said, check the surveillance camera for collaborating story. When they went, it was too late. You understand me? Because they weren't interested in that in the get-go. And we need somebody to answer to why is it that the surveillance camera at the house was not pulled, and why is it that no one went to the toll booth to pull that surveillance footage to ascertain if this man got through the toll, yes or no. When you're ready to do all of that, it was too late. Because when you go on a friend time for do what him for do and for buy story, and when you give him freedom, so it was too late. I don't know damn well say it got too late, because I want a friend, I don't know how this thing go, because all Jamaica Constabulary Force is licensed criminals. That's all they are. Licensed criminals. Me said to the people them say, my nephew said to me, auntie, are the 2 man them come for mommy. Me said to them, say, ask the little pitney what he's talking about. Ask him what he's talking about. Up until now, you got to come tell me about they are minors. Of course, they are minors. You never see minors turn up in a courthouse. You never see minors turn up in a courthouse. Of course, they are minors. Of course, he's not going to give them the consent to go and question the kids. But you don't need his consent. How about getting a guardian? How about getting him lawyer? Because everything him liar up. You couldn't hire a team to go search for your wife, but you hire PI and you hire lawyer and you pay off how much police for shut them out and for not do them job and for behave as if you're incompetent. You understand me? But you could not pay anybody to go and search for your wife. You understand me? Me tired, me just sick and me just tired. My sister's spirit I roam the street. She can't lay to rest. You understand me? And listen, me even hold the Jamaica Constabulary Force to this more than all me hold Shane to this. Me not tell you no lie. Because we weren't asking for the Jamaica Constabulary Force to give us my sister back alive. All they needed to do was a thorough investigation. Because that Thursday day, when me there work and me can't understand what's going on with me just feel out of place. That was the same Thursday something happened to my sister. The same Thursday, and then the Friday you say she missing. She was never missing from day one. She was never missing from day one. You understand me? Never missing from day one. And she not only you did believe that. She never missing from day one. You understand me? Yes, you claim to say your wife not come home the Friday, the Thursday. And not even 24 hours, but you reach a police station after 9 in the night or how much o'clock at night to go make report about missing person. And it has not yet been 24 hours when you have not reached out to a single family member to find out, or a single friend to find out if she's with them. You understand? But you reach a police station and file missing person report, and that no look fishy to the Jamaica Constabulary Force, because of them friend and them a cover up, and a man will have money and a man will have status, and we can't make one of them people a fall. We cannot make one of them people a fall, because guess what? A man with status and a man with money and a man will have background, so we can't make them a type of people a fall. Only the poor people them. Are them alone for go prison? Are them alone? People get justice for the poor people them. But make you have money, make you have little status. You buy your way out of it. You buy your way out of it. Well, if she not give you answer, the Jamaica Constabulary first I will give you answer, because at this point me tired. At this point me sick and me tired. Me now wait no more. I am not waiting anymore. And me gonna tell you, you understand? That's the only time we get answers, when we go on this platform and we are asked what is going on. What is going on? The last time I made a post was when I was asking them, what is it that's going on with the DNA? Why the DNA taking so long? Not even 24 hours the DNA result. Oh, them work overtime, so the DNA result come. Because they were busy working overtime. So we got the DNA result. On a sickening. I don't feel like say people don't know say una cover up. I don't feel like say people don't know say una the wrongs. Una look a license the criminals. You understand me? God Almighty. I never know say me would have so much hate and so much deceit against one country, so when me born and grow in a, because of them justice system. Because of them justice system. You understand me? So at this point, me done with the JCF. Me now no question for ask them, and me now go call nobody, and me care zero what they have to say, because at this point I don't care. Since it is that you're worried so much about, oh, we have to get this and we need more information, we are going to show una say the Blake family have a voice, and since it is that you guys are not working with us, then we are going to force you to work with us, because we need someone to answer to us, and if you can't answer to us by us just asking questions, then we are going to go through it another way. It's just what it is. We are going to go through it another way. Because Uno know damn well say Uno never do nothing in the first place. From day one, nothing was done. From day one, nothing was done. Uno corrupt the case. You understand me? And Uno contradict the case from the first set of police at the case. And they are going to cost a lot of Uno job. And they are going to cost a lot of Uno money. Because since I don't worry about a lawsuit from Shane, because Uno want to get this and Uno want to get this, Uno focus on the wrong things. Uno focus on the wrong things. You understand me? Uno focusing on the wrong things. And me, I going to want Uno answer to a lot of things. A whole heap of things. A whole heap of things. And the first question I going to be, why was the tarpaulin left at the scene of crime when Uno go up there to get the remains? Why was it left up there? Why up until this point the kids are not questioned? Why up until this point street are roam the place? I check on the internet, but right, sorry about that, guys. Don't know what's going on with the internet. It has been business as usual for this man. It has been business as usual. Nothing seems to change. Nothing seems to change. The only thing will change is that this family will never be the same. Right now, my sister and I birthday is on the 27th of September. And I was talking to my auntie this morning, and I was saying, if God could just allow us to skip the day. Just skip the day. You understand? Make the 26th come, and then the 28th. Just skip the 27th. Because it's gonna be a very difficult day. And I mean, it's very sad and it's very hurtful, because me not tell no lie. If we had gotten a fair and just investigation and nothing came of it, then we would have to just live with it and just leave everything to God, because we know what we know. But the fact say this thing has been compromised from the get-go, and it has been compromising. You understand me? And no one seemed to care that Chantel has 4 children that need answers, will need to be out of the care of this man, because if you kill their mother, what will you not do to them? What will you not do to them? You kill them from the very moment you kill their mother. So what will you not do to them? Disappointed in other country here. Disappointed in this country justice system. Not gonna lie. And my view and my perception of this JCF and this country is totally different. Nothing good. Absolutely nothing good. Absolutely nothing good. We're not giving up. we are not giving up. We are not giving up because Chantel have family, and though Shane make it a bittersweet and make it a rocky ride, Chantel have family. And let me tell you something, when everybody give up and when people stop talking about this and when people don't care about it anymore, Chevelle Blake will not let it sit. Unless that man go prison. Unless me get justice to my sister. Because Shane, we know what you do. And we know what you do. And we not guess and spell if you do it. We not guess and spell if you do it. We're not giving up. Because justice have to prevail. Whether you like it or not, whether the justice system want to do them work or not, justice have to prevail. Have to. I don't know if nor but nor maybe. You two sitting in another country. You two sitting in another country. And back to my point, if there's anyone, because we need help and we need legal help. As I say, we're done with the JCF. I care zero about which department from which not department. We're done. We're done. We've been giving them time to do them work. We've been giving them time to give us a fair and just investigation. And all when them slip up and them know say them slip up, nobody still not be held accountable. And persons need to be held accountable for why this family did not get a proper investigation, giving this man the freedom to be roaming the streets as if he did nothing. Giving this man the freedom to roam the streets, change out name, you understand me? Move from location to location with absolutely nothing being done about that. Right? Somebody is gonna answer to that. Somebody is gonna answer to that. And guys, if there's anyone out there that knows anyone, we don't want nobody from Jamaica. We don't want a care. I'm not putting everybody in one bucket, but at this point I really don't care. Because you don't know who corrupt from who not corrupt. We don't need nobody from Jamaica. You understand me? We don't need nobody from Jamaica. We need some legal advice internationally for what can we do moving forward, because somebody needs to answer to us, and we need answers as it relates to what is going on. What you miss? What you waiting on? What else do you need? You get what I mean? What else do you need? This man's story has not made sense for a minute. You understand me? It has not made sense for not even a minute. But yet still, nothing. You understand me? Absolutely nothing. Tired. We're sick and we're tired. And since as on our baby Shane, and since as on our petty Shane, and since as on afraid of him, well, we are gonna make him afraid of him. Point blank. Point blank. I'm tired. Me sick and me tired. Me sit down every day waiting. You understand me? I do not torture us. All I'm not doing is torturing us. When I bring we got this on, I bring this on, when I tell with this story, give us that story, carry around in circles, and then now when it comes to the bottom line, it's out of your hands. So whose hands is it in? Who for hand it in? Me can't fathom that. It's out of your hands. Whose hands is it in? Giving up isn't an option. You understand me? And we are got tired of it. So till you just have to do what you have to do. Because right now, me reach my breaking point. Right now, me reach my breaking point. When me just not even want nobody to say nothing to me, and me just not even want uno call me and explain nothing to me, because me no want hear it. Me don't want hear it. What I see him? We had thought that somewhere different, but what I see him? What I the same? I mean, I take that back. Care zero who want get offended by it. It all the same thing. Because the fact say this man killed my sister, I don't know it. Are the blind seeds? The blind seeds. I don't know it. And yet still on sit down, folding on her hands, doing absolutely nothing because I want a friend and I want the dignity we want to have dinner dates with, and our people we are building Funo. I want to get bigger projects, so no man, this one we can't allow to go down. So she a look at somebody, she not nobody, she not no family, so make that slide and under my dead body. That's not possible. It's not possible. It is not possible. It's sickening and disgraceful for no say people have to go with placard shouting acting out of them character in order to get answers from this country. And it's justice system. While all Andrew did do a dirt dance him did do. No care nothing about nobody in this country. Don't make him fool, no. Don't care anything about anybody in this country. The only somebody him did care about are the woman where our daughter and our 4 grandpitney them did dead. Because him could have did feed them. And them could have feel like, oh, the Prime Minister cares. Don't be fooled, they don't care. They are hypocrites. They are hypocrites, they don't care. They don't care one bit. All them want to do, I make them feel like, oh, they're doing something, so you can talk something good about them. And when voting time come, you can go and cast your vote. I would have rather cut off my 10 finger them. They are hypocrites and liars and criminal and licensed criminals. That's all they are. And because them have the authority and because them have the power, them abuse it and not care about citizens of this country. Them not care about people where get up out of them bed every day, go do a 9-to-5 work, come back home, take care of them family, take care of them kids. They don't care about that. But join the lodge with them. Join the lodge with them. Do the corruption with them. You and them are best friend. You and them are best friend. Join the lodge with them. You know them corruption. You understand me? Do the wrong things them with them. And you and them are best friend. Then cover up for you to them last. But be a normal citizen. You understand me? Work your honest bread. Go on your 9-to-5. Come back home. Take care of family. Do the regular things them. Them no business with you. Them no business with you. Because you're not add nothing to them. You're not add nothing to them, so them no business with you. Them no look upon you. Because them, you're not add nothing to them. You are just distraction. Them no business with you. Never in a million years me ever dream say I would feel this type of way about a country that I was born in and raised in. You understand me? Never in a million years did I think about something like this would actually happen. Never in a 1 million years. You understand me? And thanks to the Jamaica Constabulary Force, this family will never be the same. And as I said before, we weren't asking anybody to give us back Chantel alive because I know say from the day I behold that man and he come with one pile of paper and tell me about who a sue from who not sue and who have liar this and liar that. I know him is a liar. I know he was lying. I never did that look back to see my sister. Because I know say him is a liar and he's a criminal. I know from day one he was of no good intent because he make sure work on me to get me out of the picture because he knew that my sister was the one who could have brainwashed. Right? Sickening. Me disgust. When we get up every day and realize them wake up on the Jamaican soil. It pain my heart. It pain my soul for know them wake up on the Jamaican soil. I just animals need to live here. You understand me? Just animals need to live here. Some swine and some animals need to live at this place. Me just sick and tired of them people here. My mother dey on the verge to lose fear of mine. My grandmother sometimes when me call me cannot even answer the phone because God say I know me don't know what to say to her. I don't know what to say. My grandfather is a man of few words and the man are dead inside. You understand me? I have aunties, I have uncles, my sister have children, nieces and nephews, sisters, brothers. We need answers to. We need to move on with them life. Because if we don't get it from man, we have to get it from God. Me not ask. If we not get this from man, we have to get it from God. Because all we do is we're a trying family and we're a praying family. You understand me? And we have to get it from God all if we don't get it from man. But guess what? We are going to get it from man too. Because man supposed to do what them promise that them are going to do. And it is not difficult. It is not difficult. It is not difficult. How about you doing your job? Right? How about you doing your job? This thing could have been done with a long time ago. And with the year, I talk about memories. I talk about high school days. I talk about days when we were growing up. I talk about adulthood. You understand? We should not be talking about this from the 6th of January. Now it's August. We shouldn't be talking about this. Why? And then when they want us to be quiet, they come and say when we go on social media, it's contradicting the case. Contradicting which case? As far as me concerned, there is no case. There is no case because all you do I tell we lie and bring we around in circles. That's all you do. The only person who contradict and complicate the case is Uno same one, the JCF. Me can't fathom this. Me can't understand this at all. Me can't understand this. You have a remains. You have information that is contradicting to what this man is saying. You have evidence contradicting to what this man is saying. You understand me? Me do more policing than Uno. And yet still nothing. Absolutely nothing. Me take it upon myself to do some things I'm not even supposed to do. But because me I say, look here, my sister would do the same thing for me or even more because she not deserve this. She not deserve this. And my family need answers. You understand me? From the 29th of July, we have gotten the confirmation that the DNA confirmed that it is Chantel. And up until now, merry-go-round in getting the remains. What you want it for do? What you want it for do? What you need it for? What you need it for? And right now, the other day, I said to my mother, I said, Mommy, right now, and when they give it that the remains there, nobody get too comfortable for things say she, you know, because not put nothing past them. We're not putting nothing past them. But I hope we don't make that mistake there. I hope we don't make that mistake. And I want to know what is the hold up. You had called my mother. You said to her the remains is going to be handed over to her. You understand me? When we went there, Morgans are saying there's a $100,000 storage fee that has to be paid, and the Blake family will not be paying it because the remains were not our property. It was not handed over to us. So if that's what you're debating about, why it is that we cannot get an answer all no, hasten the process because the days are going by and the money is adding up, and the Blake family will not be paying for it. I'm just making that clear. The Blake family will not be paying for it, and if you no one go change your mind now and give it to Shane, I hope you no do that. Because remember, so no make my mother sign one piece of paper with her signature upon it and her TRN number on it. Remember that. Just remember that part of it. Yeah, if people are take justice in their own hands, you would see them run come now and interrogate and I say because of this and because of that. You understand me? That is why I don't judge anybody. If me see 100 people dead, I'll me say okay. I swear to God, if me see it on the news say 100 people dead, I'll me do okay and walk away from my TV because me not judge nobody because you never know how much a man can take. And this justice system, you have to have God on the inside of you for them not push you to the limit. You understand me? But me and my family now make none of them come put handcuff on we. You understand me? I want to see him when the handcuff go up and with no corruption and no negligence. I want to see him when I want to cover up because I don't want a night's dinner. I want to see him one. I want to see him one. I don't have to worry about that. I don't have to worry about that. You understand me? But make people they do them one thing and see on the same when I come like say uno intelligence. I don't know if you do the work. Uno are just licensed criminal. That's all uno are. That's all uno is, licensed criminals. I don't know where Jamaica do that justice system because all you need to do is go up on social media and then solve the case for you. I don't know where Jamaica do that JCF. Uno need to redundant all of them and then go look at the work because it's not needed. It is not needed. All you do is make people's life difficult. You understand me? And bring people to the limit where they never know them could have be. Me never know me could have be hateful against one set of people. So I'm afraid for drive because if the police stop me, I'm not stopping. And them are going to drive me down and shoot me and then put gun palm me so they find gun palm me. You understand? That's so me hate to know. That's how me here to know. I'm afraid for drive, I'm afraid for go up on the road because if you don't stop me, I'm not stopping. And then now you're going to drive there, you hear say, oh, that young lady, she ran away from the police and a gun was found on her when I want to see a man put it on me. I don't trust to know. I don't trust to know. Not one bit. I'm here to know. Because I want to bring with you this. I want to bring with you this. Chantel's soul could have laid to rest. You understand me? Because I know my sister no idiot. I know when my sister said this is it. She said, God forgive me of my sins so she can get an eternal rest. I know my sister is not fool. But who know? I'm telling you so now, worry about the lawsuit from the wrong person. Because you not gonna make this happen to our next family. You not take on the job if you cannot do the job. You understand me? You have mother, you have sister, you have auntie, you have cousin. Some of you have daughters. We weren't asking you guys to do anything that you weren't supposed to do. Not no out on the job title. No out on the responsibility. Nothing out of your role. Absolutely nothing. On the play a blind eye. You understand me? Me giving you information, me giving you information, me said do this, do that, look on that, look on this. And nothing. Me do more policing than Uno. I have done more policing than Uno. My family have done more policing than Uno. You understand me? And absolutely nothing. When I talk about compromise case. I only compromise the case. I only see one compromise the case. You understand me? Because of the same policeman tell me, oh, him gone to hotel, gone check. Where you gone to hotel, gone look for? When the surveillance camera they up at the house we need for check. Only same one contradict the case. Only same one do it. And then you come big bulb on TV about serve and protect. I wish God could have done some of you. You sick me to my stomach. You sick me to my stomach. But make you can get a bite. Make you can get a bite. You run come in. Make you can get a bite. You sickening, and this country don't need a justice system because it don't make no sense. Is it that people do what them want to do or left it up to God? It don't make no sense because it not gone away. You understand? It doesn't go anywhere. You just have stress out yourself. You just have send up your blood pressure. It don't make no sense. And I put your life in a danger at the end of the day because you can't trust them and them same man I go set you up. Because me not understand all remains the Morgans and you go tell my mother say figure archers. And when your sister she have bodyguard, you off and you puff and you ready to blow the place down. You understand me? Una set up, una criminals, licensed criminals, una be. Una have family outside of this uniform. Una have a life outside of this uniform. When una go home, una wife not talk to una, una mother not pray for una. Me not understand. There are a lot of investigations in Jamaica and that has very strong evidence. But remember say, at the same police them a cover up. At the same one them, when court time ready, you can't find this document and you can't find that document because of them same one that ensure say it is missing. What is your purpose? What is your purpose? What's your purpose? Me not understand it. The same police where the same detective where investigate this case is the same detective this man sit down with a bar a drink. Me can't understand it. And the same detective a bodyguard him. Me cannot understand it. Me cannot understand it. And then now when we talk and when we come out and when we need help, them up in our feelings like say them one blood run through vein. You understand me? Cause me and my family are clear make way. Blood no run through full vein and water. So when we talk now, people can't have their feelings, but when we not do nothing, we must just sit down and allow them to do nothing. We must just sit down and allow them to do nothing. You understand me? But when we start talk now and we start ask what is going on and open our feelings like say, we don't care. You understand me? We give them the chance for doing the job and never do it. Even in the initial state, when we mess this thing up, we still hold on to the little dignity what we have. And say, listen, give them the chance. I want to still make a fool of myself. Because I don't understand why from the 29th of July, We got the confirmation, the DNA. It has been confirmed. What else do we need the remains for? Morgan said the remains has not left there up until this point. What else do we need it for? For she and send him friend them come feet and swap it out and take my sister one go giant lodge and go do what he want to do. That's what we're waiting on. We're too licky and sickening. What else are we waiting on? Me can't understand the merry-go-round and the carry-go-round and the hesitation and the information now come across and out of your hands. Then I offer on it in a. Because me cannot go to Marga's and say, give me my sister. Me cannot do that. So offer hands it in a. Me would have liked to know offer hands it in a. You understand me? She and say him have interest in remains. For what reason I don't know. But my advice to you is go and wish by your killer and go find the next piece of bone them, wish by you put them. And make we lay them here to rest. Go on for the next part them where you left, wish by you left them. Because only you know which part it there. And your people there where you have a work with you. Only you and them know which part it there. We don't know where it is. So left we with this and go on for where the other remains there. It's a vibe, Pazuno. You understand me? Me there at the house and me said to them, say, track the man phone. This man have one conversation that is so urgent. Why did he have to leave the house immediately up until now? Up until now. The little boy said, auntie, are the two man them come for mommy? You understand me? Up until now. No surveillance footage because when you're ready, it was too late. You understand me? None at the house, none at the toll. May I tell you this? You not worry about the lawsuit from the wrong person, because I will go on social media and I will take every pride out of me and I will beg to ensure say you not do this to another family, because you too stomach sticking. You too disgraceful. You understand me? Only too disgraceful. We're not asking you to make blood out of stone. We are not asking that. All we wanted was a thorough investigation. Which part my sister did? Why make you kill her? Because she want left and you know say she gonna talk the things that we are do. You understand me? You couldn't afford that because I know you wanna go down. You could not afford that. You understand me? What she do? No. God Almighty. Guys, him own children them are gonna turn on him stand, because let me tell you something, my nieces and my nephew are very smart people. That is why he makes sure get them out of this country in a gist. Because the very second the police talk to them, he will be in police custody, because the kids know everything that's going on. And them see him once to daddy, no better go to the road, go drink, and when you come back you beat mommy, no. Go drink, George, when you come back drunk you beat mommy, no. You understand me? They know a lot, and that is why him get the kids them out of the country. That is why him do that. You understand me? Every time him a go away or my sister go away, the kids they are the country, or my grandmother come down and stay with the kids them. But this particular time you need them to be a godmother. And that godmother there, I want she to tell me which part Chantel tell her say she a go, and she fi keep the kids them, because that's what you said, Karen. You understand me? Karen, we work at Angels, we're a doctor and pastor. That's what you said in the voice note. My sister said you should keep the kids then until she come back. So me I go like you for answer to which part you send her go. Where did you send her? And which part she tell us she a go? That's we never find her, but we find piece of head skull and 2 pieces of bone. Which part she tell us she da go? Where did she tell you that she was going? Because when I go on, cover up and realize that when I sink with the own self. When I realize that when I sink with the own self. Which part she tell us she a go? As I say, guys, I'm doing this because we need help. and we need whosoever can reach out to us and let us know what it is that can be done, or who can we speak to as it relates to getting some legal advice. Because as for me and my family, we are done with the JCF. We have nothing to ask them. We have nothing to say to them. If them call, them call. If them not call, them not call. We have nothing else to do with them, because this is madness. Its business is still in operation as if nothing happened. Me not understand how people still have to work with SM Quality Construction, but you see the lodge the way in and on a normal lodge. Because me not understand how one man will kill him wife, come and ask. You understand me? Uno still invest in him. Uno still do business with him. SM Quality Construction. How it is that this man still have projects going on? You understand me? And him still have worker behind him. Me say, walla una go to prison. Because the walla una cover up. The walla una cover up. All I'm working them and one a supervisor from one a supervisor and we in charge from one in charge. I remember you see him supervisor tell my grandmother say the remains that were found is not that of my sister. So me that like to know where you get that information from. Because you and she know damn well say it was her. And we alone never know because we da wait for the DNA. You and she knew it. So all I want to answer to them there. At this point, as I say, I'm just sick, I'm just tired, and I have nothing to ask the JCF. I have nothing to say to them. I just need some legal advice because you're worried about the lawsuit from the wrong person. You guys have been neglectful. You have been negligent. You understand me? You have not been doing what you were supposed to do, and you have not done a thorough investigation. And that is more than enough for us to put a stoppage to this. It's more than enough because since I don't wait for enough to put Shane in police custody, we have more than enough to make you know that this family too can act. This family too can act. He's not hard to find, Sammy. Him not hard to find. Them just no want to find him. Him not hard to find. The easiest place to find somebody in Canada. Him not hard to find. Them just no want him because of them friend. And a lot of people are going to go down with him. And them large boss can't go to prison because we go on out a door. We go keep. You understand me? So them can't afford that to happen. So them not interested in finding him. It's not difficult. The least you can do is put out a bulletin. And tomorrow morning you know exactly which part team they have no interest. All them do and take off a puppy show. They have no interest. Because if they had interest, they would find him a long time ago. They're not looking for him. And we alone are looking for him because we want to forfeit them. They aren't looking for him. This man I live the time. This man I have the time of life because guess what? Me kill my wife and me have the links, me have the money, me have the links them, me know the right people them. So guess what? Me, I walk scotch free. Me walking scotch free. You understand? And you know what? That's there. So as me say, for anyone out there that can help us, give us some information on what we can do as it relates to any legal advice, it will be much appreciated because we're not really interested anymore in what the JCF have to say. I mean, it is something that should have been done a long time ago and can't blame us for giving them the time. You understand me? They mess up in the initial stage, they mess up in the beginning, and it's the end and they still a mess up. You understand me? We can't take it anymore. We cannot take it anymore. Me now go sit down and allow the JCF to make me lose another family member because of stress, because of hypertension, because of high blood pressure. Me now go sit down and allow it to happen. I'm not going to sit down and allow that to happen. Because I don't know what else on God's green earth uno want to have this man in lockup. I don't know what else uno need. You understand me? Your wife missing the Thursday you say she not come home. You understand me? You know, wait till 24 hours, but you gonna make report at police station in a night say she missing. You understand me? Oh, you know say she missing. You know, call a family member to say, Chantel, they wish for you there. You see Chantel, but you call the grandmother to say, she's missing. 2 days later, you are grieving. You are mourning. You understand me? Your stories are not adding up. You understand me? When I said to you, carry me or give me the phone number for the lawyer, tell me where the address is, me can go and find out if there's a surveillance camera to see if she actually went in or to see who she left with up until now, because you know nothing no go so. Because you know nothing no go so. But let me tell you what gets you wrong, Shane. Because you ensure that my sister relationship and I was not so tight anymore from your inception. You thought we would have just gone ahead with your story and say, oh, well, oh, that will happen. You're fooled. Because me know say you're not nobody good. You understand me? I know you were of no good. You were of no good, because anything my spirit tell me is exactly what me work with, and I know that you were of no good, and that is why you don't like me, because you realize that me see right through you. It don't make no sense. We contact the High Commission, because remember say we are not the police, you know, and if them not contact High Commission, we are gonna just look like troublemaker. We're gonna just look like we are making trouble because you know, we are coming with assumption and we have no real proof because the police has not reached out to them. So they are supposed to be doing all of this, and as for me and my family, we're doing too much of a police work. We're doing too much of a police work, and they aren't doing anything. They aren't doing anything more than calling them friend, giving them friend information, and when it not work out in a them friend favor, them up in a them feelings. You understand? It's not our job to find justice. It's not our job to put anybody in custody or put anybody behind bars. I found the job. I want to take on the responsibility. It's going to give oath to it, not us. And we've been doing this. We've been doing this. Me can't understand how it is that this man, you're the last person that saw her. You understand me? Your story is not adding up. You understand me? And you're a husband, and yet still you have the freedom of leaving the country, not once, not twice, not thrice. You understand me? And this man, him have so much liberty. Him depend so much. Him just let loose because he's a victim, obviously. Because he's not a suspect, so he must be a victim. You understand? Me just tired. Me just tired at this point. I'm just sick and I'm just tired of it. And me now gonna allow the Jamaica Constabulary Force to bring me and my family around in circles anymore, because I don't feel like say people don't have sense. I don't feel like say because we not do certain things or we not say certain things, we not notice, but we're sitting down and we're allowing you guys to sink yourself. I want to sink very deep. Just putting it out there. I want to sink very deep, because me not understand why it is that this man, nothing not put out for say this man is a suspect. Nothing has been up in the light or in the media to say is wanted for anything. Who else do you have as a suspect? Because I know my sister killed herself. So who else do you have as a suspect? Who else are you investigating? Nobody. But yet still this man I walk road, I change out name, I buy different property, I change out everything out of the business to fee him, I take out everything from his sister. He has all of that freedom. I sell property, you understand me? He has all of that freedom. Tired. We're sick and we're tired. We're just tired. We sit down, we are given the time to say and the chance to do what we're supposed to do, and yet still on disappoint we. Yeah, when I went up to the house, he says that he's gonna take the kids to their godmother and whatever. And at the time, they said, why godmother? But to be honest, my interest was just to find my sister. That was my main intention. You understand me? Because me know saying do something, but then again me in the denial of debt. So me not too focused on that. You understand? Shane, you always bring the kids them go country, or mommy would have come down and keep the kids them. But at this particular time, because you know want we question them, because you know want them tell we nothing, you bring them godmother. You bring them go godmother, the same godmother will go come talk about Chantel, tell her to watch the kids until she come back. I would like you to tell me where she told you that she was going. Because if me I go keep your kid, you have to go tell me where you're going. So you have to go tell me where you say you're going. Where she told you she was going. Mommy, may I miss anything? Because me tired. Me just tired. And the main point of this and the reason for this was just to get some help, because we cannot depend on the Jamaica Constabulary Force, because them are going to allow this man to kill me for nieces and nephew. You understand me? We not hear from them, we not see them again, and him are going to just walk scot-free as if nothing happened. And me just sick and me just tired. And me now go sit down and wait interested in them anymore, because it doesn't make any sense. It goes nowhere. The only time we get answers is when we come on social media and we're asking the questions, and then you see them call we, and them put on them professional tone, and them come as if they're competent, and they come as if they're professions at this and they know what to do, when they ain't doing anything. Hypocrites them be. But as me say, me not go sit down and wait any longer. Me sick and me tired. You understand me? And we need help. We need help. Somebody out there under the sounding of my voice, if you have any legal advice, can give to us, because this is too much. This is too much for one family, and we're not gonna just sit down and make it go so. My sister life matter too. Fear life matter too. I'm not going to sit down and make this go so. I'm not going to sit down and allow the JCF to make this happen to our next family. Because none of the first them do this, and none of the last them do this. And it's going to be happening until we put our foot down. Until we put a stop to it. You understand? Until we put a stop to it. It is embarrassing to know that you cannot trust the people them will say they're going to serve and protect. You cannot even trust the one prime minister of the country. The head, you cannot trust, you cannot depend on, you have no trust in. So my mother wants to know, seeing that she had signed the papers to receive the remains, what is the hold up? She already signed the documents, and I'm glad that she did. You understand me? Because I am preparing myself for you guys to come and tell us that, listen, another meeting was held and the remains is going to be handed over to Mr. Shane McCalla, but I wish you to do that. I wish you to make the devil fool you now to do that. You understand? Because uno too much now. Uno too much. Me not understand what is the hold up. We are not going to pay a storage fee because it was not handed over to us. It was not handed over to us, and it has been over a week now, which means say an additional week storage fee gone on it. So who are gonna pay that the money there? It's not the Blake family. Just make that clear. It's not us. You understand? It's not gonna be us. Look on Donnelly case. This man in a police lockup, him in a custody from when, and I know you not have a body. You understand me? You find a body, you find the remains where you find is that of my sister up at the same place where the boy come from. It is so much of a coincidence, obviously. Only coincidence to Uno. And this man I walk up and down on the road as if nothing happened. As if nothing happened. And we are living a torture, we are living a fear, we have sleepless nights. You understand me? What is it? What is it? What is it? Is it because my sister no famous on social media? Or is it because she no know she's no social media personality? What is it? Or because we not pay uno for doing the job? Uno tell where what the problem? What's the problem? What's the problem? Because money I go spend, you know, but money I go spend the right way. Because you not worry about what Shane can do, and you not worry about lawyer, but you not worry about the wrong things them. Let me tell you that. You understand me? But you not go spend and give out no a dime. We don't pay tax already. You not go spend that way there. You understand me? And me that like to know the fear add up for Morgans because of more days and more days and more days. So me that like to know when you come to the agreement who is gonna pay the 100,000, who are gonna pay the other money. Coming one of the Blake family. It's not us. It's not us. And it has to be given to us because my mother don't sign the documents already. Right? Remember, Uno same one tell we say, Uno get information say him kill her and bury her up at the same Bella's gate and in a shallow grave. You understand me? Same place. We had gone to the point of giving you guys information for an eyewitness. Somebody will have something to do with this. I want to use the information and do nothing with it. Uno use the information and did nothing with it. We are being more of a police than Uno. You understand me? So is it that we should do what we're doing and just take on the job ourselves, or what exactly do you want us to do? What exactly do you want us to do at this point? What exactly do you want us to do at this point? We're gone to the point where me tell you, me give you no a name. You understand me? Me give you no a name. And we don't use the information and do not know with it. Probably we don't call Shane and tell us if you tell somebody for runway. Probably don't do that. Can not put none past you. Probably don't do that. Did nothing with it. You keep on saying you need eyewitness, I don't need this, I don't need that. And me give you no more than eyewitness. Me give you somebody who actually assist in doing this the very act. I don't do nothing with it. Absolutely nothing with that information. God of Nazareth, this can't real. Me say this morning I wake up and my dream say my sister call me here and me say to how me frightened and to how me just want to squeeze her. Me jump out and me sleep and not even realize say it's a dream. Me wish me could have go back to sleep. Me wish me could have go back to sleep. This not fear. This not fear. When my mother said to one of the detective or the police that had the case that she has the email that my sister sent her about leaving, the response was they have more than an email, right? So you have more than an email where proof to say this woman wants out of the relationship. What have you done with more than an email? What have you done with it? What exactly have you done with it? What have you done with it? Are you saying, you have more than an email? So what have you done with it? It was at a point where all that the JCF was waiting on was a body. All that they were waiting on was a body. That's me pray to God. Me say, God, we know say we're not gonna get her back alive, but just make it appear where the remains were found is only God Himself could have sent that man down there. Only God Himself could have sent that man down there, because Him say we're desperate, and the only thing we could have helped us, because you cannot prove murder without a body. It's very difficult to prove. And yet still, right now, based on how it looked, it would have been better if they had not found the remains. Maybe more would have been done. But it's getting closer for them friend now have the freedom when we want, so them start draw them foot even more. You understand me? The very moment the confirmation was, the very moment the remains were found, this man should have been listed as a suspect. And even then, the very moment that the DNA result came back, this man should have been listed as a suspect. You understand me? On a sick my stomach. On a sick my stomach. Me feel so powerless, as Sam say. Me feel so powerless, like me don't know what else to do at this point. I have done so much, and yet still everything gone futile. Everything gone futile. What else is there for us to do? Sit down and allow you to make frustration and stress kill we? What else are we supposed to do? At this point, Jamaica Constabulary Force, Mr. Fitzbailey, Mr. Prime Minister, what else are we left to do? Because sitting down is not an option. We are sick from the 6th of January till now. So that is not an option. So, wanna give we our option. What else left for we do? What else is left for us to do? Wanna take we for fools? Wanna play upon we as if we have no feelings? You understand me? My sister have 4 picnic for the love of Christ. She have a sister, a mother, a father, a grandmother, a grandfather, brothers, sisters, uncle, aunties, friends, people who just wish good, people who just have good intent, we need a peace of mind. If you know, say, listen, there's nothing we can do to bring her back alive, but at least justice is served. And we can live with that. Do it rough and do it tough and do it difficult. We can live with that. Because we can't ask enough to do what only God can do. We can live with the facts that we get justice, even though it's a very unfortunate and hurtful situation. Me not understand, like, me can't understand. Sometimes I sit down and I say, then them something are real. Remember when me and Chantel used to grow up and she used to say, oh, we are living at the same house and she go upstairs and me I go downstairs, and me I sit right there, you go upstairs because I'm afraid of the heights, and me can't understand. Me never know say them something are possible. Me never know say them something are possible. And God see and know if my sister is sick and she got to the hospital and God forbid she dead, it would have been painful just the same, because at the end of the day we lose her. But God see and know, Shane, what you do? Shane, what you do? And the same police them would tell we said the travel documents were surrendered. When me and my mother said to them, say, listen, we are worried about the children. We are worried about this man leaving the country. And them same one said to we say, we don't have to worry about that because his travel documents were surrendered. You understand me? Me sit down on the streets in Kingston when me call this man, and this man I go say to me, say, he told Shane to get a lawyer. Why? How you forgot tell somebody where you are investigate to get a lawyer? Why? The same somebody will sit down at your bar. Why? You understand me? It is a murder investigation. It is a homicide investigation. How comes this man is not in custody? How comes this man is not in custody? You understand me? Him is our spouse. Him is the last person who see her for the love of Christ. How comes this man in custody? You understand? You made it seem as if the only thing you were waiting on is just a body. Because it's difficult to prove murder without a body, which is understandable. And you've gotten remains. You've gotten even more, to the point where I see a place where the boy come from, and you did absolutely nothing with it. What I wish for this country is selfish. And I'm not even gonna say it, because people still living here that I truly care about and truly care about us. But what I wish for this country, and it's justice system. We don't need one. We don't need one. All them busy I do, I stop taxi man and I'll give them ticket because they now no seatbelt. You understand me? When you no see them colleagues are criminal, licensed criminal, I will not cover up for them, I ain't doing anything about it. But me say one by one, uno I go fall. One by one, uno I go fall, and nobody on I go get touched. Nobody now go have no bloody hand, because God no like ugly. You see, some of them are crash, some of them are drown. One by one, God I go deal with uno. You understand? One by one, because not one drop a few eye water go down the drain. Not to mention them 4 pitney there. You understand? Sometimes I not even want to think about them because me I gonna lose my mind. Because nobody to them like their mother. You understand? Nobody to the 4 children like their mother. Not to mention the outside kid Jafari. The pitney even call her mommy. You understand me? The pitney even call her mommy. And me I say, you see all fee mother? Just remember you's a woman. And it could have happened to you. That's all me have to say. You's a woman and it could have happened to you. Me come to you one-on-one as a woman to a woman. And me I ask you, have you spoken to Jafari? You hear anything about him? No, me not talk to him. He's a hypocrite. And me I tell her say, Shane might get you with killing you. But he's a woman. You is a woman. And what goes around comes back around. What goes around comes back around because the whole of Uno a cover up. The whole of Uno a cover up. Because you know worry about a night's dinner. You know worry about what you can get and how it will benefit Uno. Chantel helped you so much and you couldn't help her. You couldn't help her, but she helped take out hungry to your eyes so much time. And you couldn't help her. When I come and me talk to you, and me I said, help me get through to Jafari. You're a mother. There's no way him can hold him against your will. Him can't hold him from you. You understand me? You run and you gone back, gone give all that information. You's a woman. You's a woman. And Chantel might not there run off to take hungry out of your eye, but you may hungry again. You may hungry again. They wanted, because they wanted us to believe so she run away. And Samantha, me know say Chantel now run gonna well if her 4 pitney them. You see, if the kids were missing, probably I would consider it. But the mere fact that the 4 pitney them there up at the house, Chantel not missing. She's not missing. You understand me? And when me call the policeman and he might come tell me about oh they went to hotel and they went to this and he might come talk about oh you don't want to hear about that. Me not understand how it's so personal to Uno and Uno no know Chantel and Chantel no know Uno. How is it so personal? Why Uno take it so personal? Why Uno take it so personal and inner feelings for the least of things as if Uno and Chantel member? Yeah, and the 1 million where Shane give you. You understand me? For you come out of the relationship, it probably done by this or it's soon done. But remember say a vanity and same way it come as same way it go. Same way it come as same way it go. We need some help. And me a beg you, please just help we need to get some legal advice. We need to know what we need to do moving forward because it don't make no sense. It doesn't make any sense. From the 29th of July so till now and up until now we cannot get the remains. What's the hold up? What's the hold up? Is it that you're having a change of thought? Is it that you're having a change of thought? What is the hold up? What's the hold up? We need somebody to help with. Teach this justice system and this country a lesson. Teach them people here a lesson. You understand me? You are claimed to say she was having an affair. You understand me? As Chantel have go come tell me that herself because Chantel not go nowhere without you unless are you she and the pastor. Chantel have to come tell me that herself because you know make she gone away. And even if such is the case, even more reason for you wanting to kill her. So how is it you roam streets? How is it that you roam streets? Me not understand. Because when me call the police, them busy a search hotel and them busy a search this and them busy a search that, but you never come to them stupid and little myopic mind to say, let us check the surveillance camera at the house. You know, fools, you know, incompetent fools. It never occurred to you to say, make we check the surveillance camera. You understand me? But you know, run Ghana hotel like you book her somewhere. Una have to go answer to all of them questions there. Una have to go answer to all of them questions there. I'ma just need the legal help because Una take with a fool. Una take with a fool and we sick and tired of it. Yeah, so my sister remind me when we went to the Matilda's police station, they almost run us out of the police station because they can tell about there's a report filed already. You understand me? They almost run us out there, and yeah, me go there loud, and yeah, me go there bring up, cause anybody know me knows say sometimes I can be loud. You understand me? And at this point, I go be loud because my sister missing time ago, clock a tick. You understand me? What you mean? Or you want me to come to you? Me have to come to you with urgency, and if it means that me I go get loud, me I go get loud. You understand? Me I go get loud because our urgency now, the most vital case of a missing person is the 48 hours. The 48 hours when we sit up on us doing absolutely nothing. The 48 hours when you was sitting down on your ass doing nothing is the most vital part of a missing person investigation. I don't do nothing with it. But you know what? 3 months later is when you're ready for surveillance camera. 3 months later, I want somebody answer to if it is that the police that had the case before were not competent enough. You understand me? Were they not capable to do the job? And if they're not capable to do the job, we're going to give them a different work. Give them a different role. You understand me? Because if you cannot think to say, all right, this is where she lives, let's get the surveillance camera, let's confirm what the husband is saying, and then we can go through an elimination process. All right, she left the yard 9 o'clock. The surveillance camera showed that she exited the house 9 a.m. He is not lying. The surveillance camera shows that she left the house at 10 a.m. He is lying. Why are you lying? None of that. Because nobody not capable, nobody not competent enough to do none of that. But tell them for go hotel, tell them for go bar go drink, tell them to advise on lawyer. You understand me? Tell them to advise on getting a PI. They can do that, but they have no understanding to say, listen, make we check this, make we do that, because we need to confirm or collaborate this husband's story. Since there's our friend, when you prove him innocent now, prove him innocent. Check the surveillance camera to confirm what he's saying up until now, because you know it would have proven otherwise. You know it would have been proven otherwise, which is why you draw on a foot. But it is done. I mean, I tell you, have to answer to all of them questions there. Because since as you worry about Shane and what can be done and what cannot be done and this and that, you worry about the wrong person. You are worry about the wrong person. Because Shane has nothing on Uno. Nothing on Uno. You understand me? Uno can't let him down, but Uno have to let him down. Because this family are going to get justice. This family are going to get justice. And as far as for me and my family, I'm done dealing with the JCF. Me finish. You understand? I'm done. Because enough is enough. I don't take people for fool for too long. Enough is enough and me finish. You understand me? You know exactly what to do and how to advise. Shane was back and forth from the country. Back and forth during this whole time. As soon as the remains found, him gone and him not come back. God, him gone and him not come back. But all along he was back and forth. You understand me? People knew that Shane left the country and the JCF did not know. Well, based on what they told us, because of course they knew. Because probably them tell him to leave. You understand? People knew that this man had left the country and the JCF did not know. Disappointment. And I would give an advice as a citizen up to now of this country, which is a title I wish not to hold, but for what it is, I would say that this country does not need a justice system. This country does not need a justice system, because all it does is that it allows people to get frustrated, it allows people to put their life in danger, and them same one to set you up. Because me can't understand up to this point, when my mother tell me say the policeman tell her I forgot to Archer's funeral home, I'm like, for what? Why you need to go to Archer's? The remains were at Morgan's. Why did my mother have to go to Archer's? Because of the setup. Because of the setup. Why? What she got Archers go do? She not have no property at Archers. She have property at Morgan's. And when she said it to you, Miss is Archers. Like it's your sister and it's your daughter. Because your friend not get the ending that he wanted. So it had you up in your feelings. You understand? It had you up in your feelings. Drive off with the paper. Drive off, gone by your business. And up until now, has not contacted us. Has not said anything to us. Because of your daughter. Because it's your daughter and it's your property. When Miss Morgan or whomever it was said to my mother, the storage fee is 100,000, and my mother said to her, and who is gonna pay that? The family that the policeman him jump up. The family will not pay it, sir. Let me just make your job a little bit easier. If you're trying to weigh your mind on who is gonna pay it, it will be the JCF, it won't be the family, because this remain was not handed over to us. Now I would like for somebody to tell us, why were we told that the pathologist will need to revisit the remains to ascertain cause of death when we got information that it did not leave the Morgan's funeral home. From it went there, it did not leave. So what's the hold up? Why are we waiting up until this point? Why we are waiting? What exactly are we waiting on? For to swap it out? For to swap it out? What exactly are you waiting on? What exactly are you waiting on? Me say, Sashana, to all the man know say him gonna get away with this with this. Him not even could have come up with a good story. Because Shane, you know damn well say me know you not left Chantel nowhere. I better you did tell me say you left her a yard and when you come back you not see her. I better you did tell me that. But you a carrier go left her pantola all about you sick in your head. You not even want Chantel come at my house by herself. I better you did come up with a story if you say you leave her home and you come back and you not see her. Better you did say that. But because you know say your friend them are gonna cover up for you, you can even as well as admit to it and still walk scotch free. You understand? You can as well as admit to it and you still walk scotch free because you know the lodge where you're in and you know the corruption where you're in and you know the bucket thief then where you have. You understand me? So you can might as well admit. Yeah, in this country, yeah, you have to have money. That is why I say the poor. That's why I say if poverty are not crime, if poverty are not sin, me don't know what is. You understand me? And if being poor is not a sin, I don't know what is. You understand me? Because if we had the money and if we had what them have, this would have dealt with a long time ago. But because they know say we're not gonna pay them off and we're not gonna squeeze nobody no 100,000 or 200,000 or 50,000. If they do them work, they no business with that side here because they don't have nothing to get over here so. They don't have nothing to get over here so then jump over which part they can get a night's dinner. They no business with what keep over here so because it doesn't benefit them. You understand me? It does not benefit them. So they don't have any interest in this. No interest at all. This man I walk up and down scotch free and me can't understand it. You are our spouse, the last person we see her, and she is dead now. And why is this man walking up and down again? Why this man gonna change out name again? Then Shane, if you're innocent, what you do with PI? What you do with lawyer? Why you sell the house? Why you change out name? Why all of that? Nobody now look for you for earth, you know, brother. Look here, the last thing I wish for you right now is death. Let me tell you that. So nobody now look for you. So nobody feel like say you need to do any of that to protect yourself. You do it because you know what you did. Nobody not looking for you. If the JCF not look for you, who will look for you? If the Jamaica Constabulary Force is not looking for you, who's supposed to look for you? You not have to worry yourself because the last thing that we wish, Brittany, come for Eden. The last thing that we wish for you is death, so you don't have to worry about us.
Mama will be quiet.
You're gonna be quiet? Yeah. I don't want you in the video. I do not want you in the video.
I will be quiet. I will be quiet. I will be quiet. Mommy, can you tell me I will be quiet?
Alright, you have to stay right there then. If you're gonna be quiet, you have to stay right there. Right? Sorry about that. But me can't cannot understand it. I cannot understand it. Go to Auntie Mimi, she's gonna give you ice. And carry one for me, please.
Okay.
I cannot understand it. Bye, baby. I cannot understand it. It's quiet. I don't know. I don't know what else them want, what else them need, what else are we supposed to do. Me say me sit down on my phone and ring and mommy don't feel no way about me see my grandmother call me and I cannot answer the phone because I don't know what to say to her. I don't know what to say to her. Yeah, and Mr. Prime Minister, speaking on the topic, as my mommy say, what I would advise you to do, if it is that, because you keep on a talk about how to fight crime and how to lessen crime and how to lessen this and how to lessen that, it have to start from the head. And it have to start from the head, meaning it has to start with you. My advice to you, sir, is that you pay the Jamaica Constabulary Force more money so that they don't have to be licky and they don't have to take a penny instead of giving people justice. They don't have to make a decision between justice and make a decision between a night's dinner. I'm begging you, sir, pay them a little bit more so that they don't hustle people life. You understand? Pay them a little bit more. This is sickening. This is sickening, and it's been going on quite too often. Too many times. Too many times. You see them something happen and it's gone on deaf ears because guess what? Them no business with you because you're not too poor, so they can come give you some food and then feel like you're all over them, and you're not rich, so they're no business with you. You understand? Too many times. We can't get it twisted. As me say, the only reason they rally around the woman with her daughter and her 4 grandpicking them with dead, and because them sister the woman vulnerable. Them see that she's vulnerable and maybe as she won when election time come and go up at the polling station because kill her dead, they did something for her. All they did was to make you look like a fool. And even turn the funeral in and talk about how much money spent per funeral like anybody did ask you. And people taxpayer money and pay for your funeral and not out of your pocket, sir. It's not out of your pocket, so why you talk about that? That's all you do. That's all you business about. And one of you do no not doing. One of you focus on no not focusing on. Never see nothing like this. Of course, them I give him ins. And me up on the phone and the man said to me, say, him tell him to get a lawyer, you know, and to tell you how much them take with you a fool. Or you fi tell me that? Why you a tell me that? To show you how them take with you idiots. Are you tell me, say, you tell the man to get a lawyer, Mr. Pudi, remember? Are you tell me? And Mr. Bailey, when me talk to you, and I said to you, has anyone checked his phone? Has anyone tracked my sister's device? This Saturday, my sister, remember, this was the Friday that we got the information that she was quote unquote missing. The Saturday you said to me, you're refreshing your email. Sister, when every step of the way, other cases, it depend news, it depend. Make him stay. Once I'm gonna be quiet. Sit right here, Eden. You understand? My mommy literally have to kiss us in order to get the information out. Me not understand the secret. And if we not keep it a secret as a family, why is it a secret? Why is it a secret? Me not understand. You understand me? Big pan news, who miss from who no miss, who find from who no find, what's going on with the case. But when it comes down to Chantel, we have to kiss us in order to get information out in the public. People are talked down to it. You understand me? People are talked to it like say we are not nobody. You understand? People are deal with we like I do not want you in the video. People are talked to it as if we are nobody. It's sickening.
Come here.
Thank you. God. As I said, please, if you're under the hearing of my voice and you can assist us with getting some legal help, some legal advice, please, I'm begging you, whatever it takes, because we are tired and we are hurting and we need answers and we need help, and the only way that we're gonna get it is by doing this, which is so distasteful. You're supposed to can sit down and trust the justice system and of a country that you're a citizen of. You're supposed to can sit down and trust that they'll do what they promise they're gonna do. You're supposed to can do that. But what? Corruption at its highest. I'm gonna ask. There's no questions asked. Corruption at its highest. Because it's only corruption why this man could have walked scot-free. Because the blind, the dumb, the crippled, the deaf no said this man killed my sister. And yet still I walk up and down the road as if him unstoppable. Him is not God. Him is not God. And you change out name. You understand me? You sell out property. You're gone with my nieces and nephew them. You understand me? This man could have very well admit to doing this and walk scot-free because he know the bucketive what him have. He know the bucketive what him have. He could not come up with a straight story. And yet still this man a walk up and down. What could he not do? What could he not do? Never I go be the same again. Me tired, me frustrated, but me never I go give up unless justice is served. Unless justice is served. That's the time when me I go draw breaks and say, alright then. Sean, me miss you. Me love you to the moon and back. You understand me? Me wish certain things could have been different, but it is what it is. And the only thing we can promise you, your children are gonna be fine, and it will have to get justice for you. I know you want me to stop. I know you want me to stop because you say it's not safe, and I know it's not safe. But Sean, you don't deserve this. You don't deserve this, and whatever it takes, I'm going to go to the extreme end because I'm not stopping. I am not stopping. When I got tired. Because me not stopping. Me tell her if it reach the point where I have to put my pride aside and start beg in order to get help, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Because me now go sit down and make your life just be like the dogs. Me now go sit down and allow it to happen. You not deserve this. Chantel, me give more trouble than you. Me give more trouble than you. When they are school, you're a prefect. They used to call you angel and call me devil. The least you could think me get in trouble, mainly because of you. Me always I defend you. And to the last, me I go defend you. To the last, me I go defend you. Because you don't deserve this. Shane, I better you did say, come out of my house, go on back up a country. Me not want you. I better you did do that. Make people laugh after. You understand me? Me we take shame out her face. Better you did do that. You kill her. I left dog for damn her body. And expect say we are going to sit down. Shane, in links where you have, you could have done very well make she go on and she still end up not get dollar. You're so worried about your money when you don't need to worry about your money because the links them where you have, she could have walked and she not get a dollar. Because if you get away with murder, what you wouldn't get away with? What would you not get away with if you get away with murder? Why you did have to kill her? Why you did have to kill her? And not even the thought or four pitney them couldn't save her life. What kind of man you be? And I go looking at my face and tell me about a fear. I go come looking at my face and tell me about your left or exit at all over toll. Hey, God Almighty. All you did need to do, call Susan, call Jacqueline, call Caldo, and call Jacob, and say, me don't want her. You don't have to call me because you know me not going to answer you because I don't like you. don't like you, I never gonna answer you. I don't want her come fear me, I send her back up a country. But instead, you take it up in your hand like say you're God and take what you never give. Take what you never give. You take what you never give. And the justice system, you understand me? We're supposed to help we, give we answers and give we justice. And make this even more difficult. Because of greed. Because they want to be gluttonous. You understand me? Because of them large king, or them large boss, or them large colleague, or them large partner. You understand? But me no care what kind of dealings you're in a Shane. Me no care what kind of dealings you're in a. Listen to me. Me no care what kind of dealings you're in a. You could have in a large little more. You're affy. You're affy. You're affy go down for this and justice affy serve. Because you see God. You see the same God where you know worship and you know talk about and you know business with, are the same God where we have every trust and faith in her. And though sometimes we get mad at him, because the other day me have to say God like what we do. You understand me? What we ever do. Why this so difficult for we alone? Why we have to go through all of this? Him same one sit high and him same one look low. And do it rough and do it tough. In the Bible, it's saying eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. But at the same Bible says vengeance is mine. And we're going to go with the part where say vengeance is mine. You understand me? Because you see, oh, your hand bloody. You understand me? And how we have to cover my niece and my nephew them because I don't want nothing when I fall upon you, fall upon them. Now, none of that happen to my child. And the last thing I wish for you is death. Let me tell you that. So you don't have to worry. But you see, if you feel like say, you go sit down and you go roam the streets and you go on like say, justice now go serve, you have a next guest coming. You have a next guest coming. Because put yourself in a full position. The same father where you know business with. You understand me? Where my grandmother make you turn to have a relationship. At the same father you get liar for. And at the same father you make tell police that him not have no memory. The same father where people accusedly I say him kill him wife. I don't know. But that's what people are saying. So it's been alleged. At the same father to prove to yourself blood is thicker than water. So how you feel like say me did I go sit down with you and make you kill my sister and nothing come of it? Or what make you could have think that? What make you could have think say me I go sit down and make you kill my sister and nothing no become of it? Whatever it takes, straight to God, whatever it takes. Because I'm serious as a judge. Justice have to serve because he's a wicked. You never did have to go to the extreme. You never did have to do this. You never did have to do this. But because of your pride and because of the things them where you do, what she discovers say you do, and you know say she got talk, you couldn't afford that for happen, and you see your money. But me I go show you say you're not God. Me I go show you say you're not God. And that justice system you need to pack up. Need to pack up. They need to redundant every one of you. From the constable them to the DCP, everybody need to get redundant. Because it's not necessary. It's not necessary. Not one to make a difference. Because we go through all of them. Don't get me wrong. Tested and tried. Not one to make a difference. Not necessary, not needed. Just need for pack up. And to be honest, a justice system is not needed. You don't need to invest in that. Just make people do what they have to do. You understand me? Just make people do what them for do. Get justice how them want it. Because this not necessary. This not necessary. The same people them will serve and protect are the same people them will set you up. The same people them will take hold under their mother for serve and protect are the same people them will set you up. It not necessary. It not needed. It's not trusted. When my mother said to Mr. Chevelle, me want now go collect the remains, me want not going. And I said, Mommy, but you know me can't stop from work today. And she said she want now go because she afraid. And you gotta tell my mother say forgot archers when you know damn well say Morgan's the remains there. Cause you have the paperwork in your hand. For what reason? And the attitude will come with it. You understand me? The attitude and the unprofessionalism behind it. For what reason? For what reason? All we are do, I try get justice for your family member, you know? What every family do, you know? What every God Almighty family do. That's all we are do. We are get answers for your family member. Somebody will love too. Somebody will have children. That's all we are do. And we get more bad face, and we get more attitude, and we get more unprofessionalism, we get more talk down to. When we reach desperation, we have to start kiss ass because we need help. I am done. And whatever it takes, may I get justice to my sister. Sean, you don't need to dream no more because I'm not stopping. I'm not stopping, so stop wasting time. I'm not stopping. So no dreaming no more. Tell me if you stop, because I'm not stopping. You don't deserve this. You don't deserve this. Me dey on road, people. Are you miss no? You don't see them I look for you. And people went no way. I don't know nothing. Jesus Christ. Nah, stop, Sean. Me nah go stop. Me nah go stop. Me always a protect you, and me I tell you to the last me I go do it. I mean, me couldn't protect you for save your life, but me I go protect you in getting justice. Mark my word, me nah go stop because this no fear. This no fear. This is not fear. All we wanted was a thorough investigation. Thorough investigation. And me help you to me last. The amount of money me spend to get information is only God himself. No, me help you to me last. You understand me? Just because me I say me nah make this go so. Me do things that not even family member no know say me do because me want answers. Me feel missing. Chantel, me and you come out of one belly, one time, one womb, one egg. And Shane, enough was not enough when you break the relationship. You understand me? It was not enough for you. And enough was not enough when you give her 4 children, 4 C-section, left her to death for the last one. Enough was not enough when you start abuse her. Call her out her name, push her out of your vehicle. It was not enough until you reach a point where you kill her. And you are your friend them, you are your co-worker them, you are your colleagues them, you are your large brethren them. Dispose her and left dog for eat her. And I walk up and down pan road. And I walk up and down pan road, Shane. Guys, me I go finish because I'm tired. Mommy, me not even know if I miss anything. But as me say, we're desperate, and if anybody out there that can assist us, help us, give us some information as to what we can do legally, because our voice, it simply is not being heard, and it alone cannot do it. I mean, we are trying our absolute best. We are trying, but it's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. So at this point, we just have to do what we have to do. We have to do what we have to do. If it's not by might, if it's not by will, it's going to be by force. We just have to do what we have to do. Because we need some legal advice. We need somebody to tell us what to do moving forward.
Mom, I am missing my papa. Can you change me?
Hey, you don't have any diapers. Stop. You have on a brief. Why you lying?
Can you change me?
I'll soon change you. Give me a minute. You can't. I heard yourself. Can't understand. Like, God see and know. I cannot understand. Leave it. But guys, inbox me. Who have my phone number? Reach out to me. Get me some help, please. We're desperate. If not me, my mommy, my father, you understand me? Please inbox me. Let us know what to do, because at this point we're left to nothing. We're left to nothing. You understand me? The worst has happened. The worst has happened. The worst has happened, and it reached the end where whatever we have, whatever Shane has given back to us, you get her with 2 hands, 2 foot, 1 head, a complete body, and you give her back to it.
Come quickly.
Piece of head skull and 2 pieces of bone. And we would like to, whatever we get, we take it and lay it to rest. And up until now, we cannot do that because I still merry-go-round, I still carry-go-round, and we can't fathom why it is. You met my mother go to the funeral home and sign the documents to receive it, and up until now she has not gotten it. And when we call, some people answer, some don't, and then the remark was, it's out of your hands. So, not sure whose hands it's in, not sure. But please, anybody have any legal advice that can give to us? Anyone that can assist us? Not really interested in nobody from Jamaica, to be honest. Not really interested. But if that's the help that you have and that's the help that you can give, it will be appreciated. You understand? But we just need the help. And as I said before, guys, I thank you very much for the prayers. That's the best thing that you can give to us right now, especially to my mother, my father, my grandmother, my grandfather. I'm gonna be me, and I'm gonna do whatever I have to do, however it feel. I go do what I have to do. You understand me? I go do what I have to do, because I'm not stopping. But please remember my grandmother, my grandfather, father, my mother, and the children. Please. I appreciate you listening to me. I appreciate the comments. I appreciate the feedback. I appreciate the prayers. I appreciate the encouraging words very much. I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. And as I said, reach out to me in the inbox. If you have my phone number, you can text me. Sometimes I cannot respond because I have a lot of messages, and God say no, I cannot go through all of them at once. You understand? But they are still noticed, and they haven't gone unnoticed. And for persons who I haven't thanked just yet, I thank you very much for the encouraging words, the prayers, just keeping us up regardless of whatever the situation is. We really appreciate it. And thank you guys very much. Bye.